Have you guys ever seen those shirts that say, "Nobody cares, work harder"? I know so many men that feel this way. They feel as though their life is filled with making everyone around them happy, but their happiness is irrelevant. The reality is that the world teaches men that their self-worth is in how much they can do for others. No matter what struggles we encounter, no matter, what we're going through at our job, the gist is just to get through it, and most importantly, don't complain while you're doing it. A lot of men are afraid of what other men will think, that they'll think that they're weak, that women will think that they're sassy is the new word. I recently lost two important people in my life to cancer. My dad didn't want to tell us, his kids, that he had cancer because he didn't want to burden us. And one of my best friends of 42 years just passed away last year, and he passed away after having cancer for 6 years, and he never told me he had cancer because he didn't want to burden me. Well, I'm here to break that stereotype, and hopefully you guys will help me get this message out. You need to put your mental health first, because you must take care of yourself before you can truly be there for others. As the saying goes, the stewardess on the airplane always tells you to put your oxygen mask on first before you can help others. So I want to share 5 mental health tips that I think that every man should know, because ultimately I think we have to break this stigma about being so strong for everyone else and not yourself. So tip number 1 is to open your mouth and talk. Forget the stigma. Silence isn't strength. Real strength is saying, "I'm not okay," and meaning that you're not okay. The second tip that I would tell you guys is to get more active. Start going to the gym, get out, walks, hikes, playing sports. I'm in a gym 5 to 6 days a week, and it's just a way to clear my mind for an hour and a half to leave the stresses of the world behind me. Tip 3 is to take breaks from the grind. I will be the first person to tell you that you have to be on your grind, but you also have to know when your body needs a break. A Lamborghini is a nice car, but if you can't put any gas in it, what good is it? Number 4 is super important. Surround yourself with solid people. Find people who check on you and let them in when they check on you. I try to tell people all the time to surround yourself with givers, not takers. There are people who will continue to try to put trash in your garbage can even though they see it's full. And tip number 5 is, for myself personally, praying, going to church, have faith. But if you're not into that, keep a journal, reflect on life, give yourself 10 to 20 minutes in a day where you can just think about life and things that you can, do better. You're stressing about something and, they're not a big deal. Let them go. Take a mental note. Taking care of your mental health doesn't make you soft. It makes you a force to be reckoned with. Also, do me a favor. Make sure you check in on your strong friends, because sometimes it's the strongest friends who need your help the most. Guys, life is like a pipe. The situations that you go through daily fill up your pipe. And if you don't have a release valve to let some of that pressure out, what happens to that pipe? As always, I love you guys, and stay positive.